Flambo Radio.
Flambo Radio.
Sparks knowledge, ignites skills, sphere of flame that forges learning.
Flambo Radio.
99.9 megahertz in your radio dial. You are tuned in to Flambo Radio, the campus radio of the Isabela School of Arts and Trades, the prime mover of TechVoc education in the Cagayan Valley region. Now connecting to the community via sound waves to expand its reach to the 21st century learners.
Flambo Radio
is a channel that broadcasts lessons of the Department of Education to enrich teaching and learning process, hoisting the flagship of enduring education, believing that our future rests on the hands of our youth. Flambo Radio.
Flambo Radio, at your service in education.
Hello, grade 11 philosophy learners. Today is another day to start learning and continue chasing your dreams. I am Teacher Jane, your radio teacher in philosophy. We are now in third week of our lesson. Previously, we have distinguished opinion from truth. Let us have a short review on the topic discussed last week. Opinion is a personal thought or belief, while truth is something that can be proven or verified. Nowadays, we encounter a lot of information from various sources. That is why we should verify first whether the statement or information is factual or opinionated. Before we start, you are expected to bring with you your learning activity sheet, pen, and other learning materials you need for the entire duration of our radio broadcast instruction via Facebook Live. While preparing this, we will pause for a short break.
Mom!
What's wrong, Rika? Are you okay?
Mom, my teacher asked me to do infomercial about our subject as part of our performance task.
That's great! I know you can do that.
I'm not sure, Mom.
But why?
I feel nervous, Mom. I am thinking of my schoolworks. I am not yet done in my modules. I don't even submitted my summative test. I am not sure if I have time to do it.
You know, Rika, it's a matter of time management and good study habits.
Time management and good study habits? What's that, Mom?
Time management is the ability to use your time productively and efficiently, while good study habits are study techniques that enhance the students to realize their full potentials.
Now I know what to do. I will make a list of things to be done and start a good study habit. In this way, I can finish my schoolworks on time without compromising the quality of my work.
You were absolutely right. When you do things without rushing, you will have the best output.
Thanks, Mom. I need to go now and I will now start managing my time.
Okay, Rika. Study well.
Always check your priorities. A gentle reminder is Chance from 99.9 Flambo Radio.
At the end of our learning journey, you are expected to understand that the methods of philosophy will lead to wisdom and truth. Exciting, right? To make this fun and interactive, you can send a heart emoji via Messenger. This will also serve as your attendance for today's session. And if you have reactions and questions regarding our topic, feel free to message me via Messenger or in our group chat, which can be helpful as we unfold our learning journey. This and more after this reminder.
For a student like you, distance learning poses many challenges. Learning all by yourself in this time of pandemic is not easy. But cheer up, young minds, for your learning buddies are here to make learning outcomes rewarding for you. Dare to discover, learn, and be more competent as we sail together in the world of education. Join us in refining your skills to reach your full potentials as a learner here at Learning Today. What's your learning today? Aha! Monitor your learning today.
And we're back to our learning journey today. Open your modules to page 31. Our topics are the methods of philosophy. You read it right. Our lesson for today is about the methods used in philosophizing. Philosophy brings human to a level of thinking or expression that develops wisdom and further learning. For example, when you failed in a certain venture for the first time and you realize what made you fail, the next time you are faced with the same situation, you already know how to handle it better in order to succeed. Remember, wisdom is the application of knowledge, and in applying or philosophizing, there is a process or method. The four methods of philosophizing are the following: logic, existentialism, analytic tradition, and phenomenology. Let's dig deeper on these four methodologies. First is logic. It is an art and science of correct thinking and the truth based on reasoning and critical thinking. It includes analysis and construction of arguments. It also serves as path to freedom from half-truths and deception. Example: you and I know that a fish lives in water. Absolutely right, because fish do live in the water. We all know that, right? Another premise is all spiders have 8 legs. Black widows are a type of spiders. Therefore, black widows have 8 legs. In order to understand the idea of logic, there are 2 types of reasoning: the deductive and inductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning, also called deductive logic, is the process of reasoning from one or more statements or premises to reach at a logical conclusion. In the process of deduction, you begin with some statements called premises that are assumed to be true, then determine what else would have to be true if the premises are true. Let us try this example. All teachers are smart people, and smart people are studious. So, we may conclude that all teachers are studious. Did you get that? Another example is, bachelors are unmarried men. Bill is an unmarried man, so Bill is a bachelor. These are examples of deductive reasoning. It is the process of trimming down general ideas into a specific one. Now we move on to inductive reasoning. Inductive is a method of reasoning in which the premises are viewed as supplying some evidence, but not full assurance of the truth of the conclusion. In the process of induction, You begin with some statement and then determine what general conclusion or conclusions can logically be derived from those statements. In other words, you determine what theory or theories could explain the statements. Now, let's see this example of inductive logic. Maria is a smart girl. She belongs to Section Weber. Therefore, all students in Section Weber are smart. Take note that even if all the premises are true in a statement, inductive reasoning allows for the conclusion to be false. Let's take another example. Harold is a grandfather. Harold is bald. Therefore, all grandfathers are bald. The conclusion does not follow logically from the statements. Now, class, please remember that inductive reasoning has its place in the scientific method. Scientists use it to form hypotheses and theories. Deductive reasoning allows them to apply the theories to specific situations. Did you understand, class? Now, I will share another example using deductive reasoning. All men love to wear blue. Jason is a man. Therefore, Jason loves to wear blue. The idea is all men love to wear blue, and we observe that Jason is a man. Therefore, Jason loves to wear blue. Deductive is in a form of general statement to a specific. Now, let us try to understand further inductive reasoning. Here is an example. Michael just moved here in Ilagan City from USA. Michael has blonde hair. Therefore, all people from USA have blonde hair. What is important in induction is that the theory does indeed offer a logical explanation of the data. That is why logic allows us to think accordingly about anything, making correct reasoning and removing bias that can influence our judgment. Through this method, you will critically be weighing what is probable and what is true. To further understand the two types of reasoning, turn your modules to page 33 and do the activity 1. The deductive and inductive. Write your answers on your activity notebook or answer sheet. Read the direction first before you answer. Enjoy learning!
Have you finished your modules yet, Jenny? I am trying to complete my EAPP module, Mom. I noticed that part of my module in all my subjects is the presence of reflection. My advisor always reminds me, though, to accomplish it no matter what. Why is that? Jenny, reflection is a powerful tool to have better learning experiences. Really, Mom? How? Doing reflection in learning is a way of allowing learners like you to step back from your learning experience, helping you to develop critical thinking skills and improve on future performance by analyzing what you have learned and how far have you reached. So, Mom, when I reflect on my learning experiences, I am given the opportunity to share my accomplishments, struggles, and moments of confusion, and that makes me more directed what to do next because I know my personal strengths and I am aware of what to focus on with my learning. In that way, my teachers will also know of the things their students need more in instruction. You got it, Jenny. Wow! Not just that, Mom. I realize that doing reflection means I am in charge of my learning, and that makes me getting better each day as a student. That's my girl. A friendly reminder from the Department of Education and this station.
How was the activity? Is it hard? Let us find out. In this activity, you are instructed to write D if the statement is deductive and I if the statement is inductive reasoning. Number 1. All animals have 4 legs. All creatures who have 4 legs are fast in running. Therefore, all animals are fast in running. The correct answer is D, deductive, because the conclusion comes first before the supporting data. Number 2. All students are doing their homework. Maricel is doing her homework. Therefore, Maricel is a student. The correct answer is D, deductive. Number 3. Some animals are dangerous. Pigs are animals. Therefore, all animals are pigs. The answer is I, inductive, because the supporting data comes first before the conclusion. Number 4. President Rodrigo R. Duterte is a ruler. Mayor Sara is the daughter of President Rodrigo Duterte. Therefore, Mayor Sara is a ruler. The correct answer is I, inductive. Number 5. All things are created by God. Trees are example of things. Therefore, trees are created by God. Is it deductive or inductive? Correct answer is D, deductive. Number 6. Patient X is a COVID positive. All patients who are COVID positive is sickly. Therefore, patient X is sickly. The correct answer is inductive. Number 7. Mango is a tree. All trees are color green. Therefore, mango is color green. What do you think is the answer? Yes, the correct answer is I, inductive. Number 8. Playing mobile games are addictive. All addicts are criminals. Therefore, all who are playing mobile games are criminal. What do you think is the answer? You're right. It's I, inductive. Number 9. Wally is intelligent. Eli and Wally are best friends. Therefore, Eli is also intelligent. What do you think is the answer? Yes, the answer is I again, inductive. Number 10. Many of the learners are working in the morning. Mang Domeng always work in the morning. Therefore, Mang Domeng is a farmer. The correct answer is D, deductive. Remember that inductive reasoning is in a form of specific to general, while deductive reasoning is general to specific. In activity 2, which is true or false, you may do it at your own pace. And for that, let us have a short break.
Do you think before you click, who will read my post? If you do not know how to use information and technology, you are not a media literate. I'm Nicole. I use Twitter and follow Twitter accounts to be informed about the latest news.
I'm Alfred. I can share reliable articles and is open to different opinions.
This is Laura. I am knowledgeable in advanced and basic computer skills. I also value online safety by securing my gadgets and keeping my personal information privately.
And I'm Anna. I carefully evaluate the content through trustworthy sources.
I'm Alfred.
This is Nicole. I'm Laura.
And I'm Anna.
We are all media and information literate.
Yes, we are. Be like us. Think about your future. Observe and be involved. This is brought to you by 99.9 Isat Radio.
And we're back. Let us now move on to other method, which is existentialism. This emphasizes the importance of free individual choice, regardless of the power of other people to influence and coerce our desires, beliefs, and decisions. Existentialism teaches us to enjoy freedom, but with due responsibility on what is wrong and right. Example is when the teacher taught you that 2 plus 2 is equals 5. It is obvious that the given answer is wrong. But it is up to the student if he or she will believe to the teacher's answer to the given numbers. The teacher can't force the student to believe in him or her even if he or she is the teacher. It is the student's freedom to choose. As a human with freedom, you must put in mind that you are accountable of your choices and decisions in life. Remember, every action you make, there might be a bad or good consequences. Moving on to the next, analytic philosophy states that assumption of truth only becomes true after it shall have gone through validation, experimentation, or any scientific approach for that matter. Analytic philosophy is based on the idea that philosophical problems can be solved through an analysis of their terms and pure systematic logic. Many traditional philosophical problems are dismissed because their terms are too vague, while those that remain are subjected to a rigorous logical analysis. For example, a traditional philosophical problem is, does God exist? Various philosophical schools have proposed answers to these questions, but analytic philosophy approaches it by saying, what do you mean by God? Different religions have widely different ideas about the word God. So, before you can approach the question of God's existence, you have to define your terms more clearly. Analytic philosophy is more interested in conceptual questions, questions about the meanings of words and statements and their logical relations. Then, it is in spiritual or practical issues such as morality or the meaning of life. Because of this focus, it has a reputation for being dry and technical. Analytic philosophers rely heavily on the vocabulary, assumptions, and questions of symbolic logic in their arguments. Another example is, in a school setting, There are questions asked by teachers that may elicit different responses, but there is one definite correct answer, and this answer is usually supported by concept or a theory which is a product of scientific process. Analytical philosophy teaches you that it's not how you see things and how you perceive them, but how they are processed through rigorous and valid methods. Hence, exact truth is seen in the lens of due scientific process. In life, you must remember that truth is accompanied with process. Last method in philosophizing is phenomenology. It is the careful inspection and description of phenomena or appearance. There are references on explaining in this method, but it requires experience. It is scientific study on the essential structure of consciousness. For an image of a glass with water, take a look at your modules. The image of a half glass with half full water, and some of you may see it half empty. This thing may appear in different perspectives, like one must go to its original meaning or thing in itself, that is simply a water. Things may appear to you in different ways. In life, we see the world different from others. Yet, what is important is to see the essence why things exist. And those are the 4 methods in philosophizing. Do you have any questions? If you do, please drop your questions in our group chat. And if none, you may send a heart emoji instead, which will be my indicator that you understood the lesson. We will be right back after a short break.
The internet is like an open library. Click here, click, click that, click, and voila, the information is already served. Copying information is made easy, isn't it? But take it easy. You might commit a crime by simply copying someone's idea, even in the internet. This might fall under plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is an act of presenting someone's idea and claiming it as your own. These are the simple tips on how to avoid plagiarism. Number 1. Always cite your references or the source of information. Number 2. Use quotation mark when copying word-by-word information. Number 3. Always give credit to the author. These simple tips will help you to become a better citizen even in the internet. This is brought to you by 99.9 Your Sat Radio.
And you are still with me, Teacher Jane, your radio teacher in philosophy. Turn your modules into page 34 and answer activity 3. Identify the statement according to methods of philosophizing. Write A if it is essential, B if it is analytic philosophy, or C if it is phenomenology. Enjoy learning!
Have you finished your modules yet, Jenny? I am trying to complete my EAPP module, Mom. I noticed that part of my module in all my subjects is a presence of reflection. My advisor always reminds me, though, to accomplish it no matter what. Why is that? Jenny, Reflection is a powerful tool to have better learning experiences. Really, Mom? How? Doing reflection in learning is a way of allowing learners like you to step back from your learning experience, helping you to develop critical thinking skills and improve on future performance by analyzing what you have learned and how far have you reached. So, Mom, when I reflect on my learning experiences, I am given the opportunity to share my accomplishments, struggles, and moments of confusion. And that makes me more directed what to do next because I know my personal strengths and I am aware of what to focus on with my learning. In that way, my teachers will also know of the things their students need more in instruction. You got it, Jenny. Wow! Not just that, Mom. I realize that doing reflection means I am in charge of my learning and that makes me getting better each day as a student. That's my girl. A friendly reminder from the Department of Education and this station.
And we're back. Did you have a hard time answering the activity 3? Let us see. Number 1. Taking responsibility for your own action. Is it essential, analytic, or phenomenology? The answer is A. Essential. Number 2. Living your life without regard to common held religious or social beliefs. Is it A, B, or C? The answer is A. Essentialism. Number 3. Believing as an educator that being a teacher is providing a beneficial and critical role in the growth of students. A, B, or C? It's letter A, essentialism. Number 4. Selling all your belongings and riding a bike across the US to earn money for autism. Is it A, B, or C? Yes, the correct answer once again is letter A, essentialism. And for number 5, determining your career choice based on what you think is an important way to spend your future. What is the answer? It's letter A, essentialism. Number 6. What I shall not do by way of providing that account is to set forth a formula which defines the tradition. A memorable line which captures the essence of this type of philosophy. What do you think is the answer? The answer is letter B, the analytic philosophy. Number 7. It is often understood in contrast to other philosophical traditions, most notably continental philosophies such as essentialism and phenomenology and Hegelianism. The correct answer is letter B, analytic philosophy. Number 8. The philosophical study of phenomena as distinguished from ontology, the study of being, such a study of perceptual experience in its purely subjective aspect. What do you think is the answer? The correct answer is letter C, phenomenology. Number 9. A descriptive or classificatory account of the phenomena of a given book or knowledge without any further attempts of explanation. What do you think is the answer? The correct answer is letter C, phenomenology. And for the last number, number 10, the philosophical study of the structures of experience and consciousness. What do you think is the answer? Once again, the correct answer is letter C, phenomenology. Congratulations everyone for completing the activity 3. I hope by now all is clear. And for your performance tasks, you may answer the remaining activities at your own pace. And I shall be monitoring you on the following days through our group chat. And don't forget to answer the reflection part of your modules. In this way, you can monitor your progress. That concludes our session for today. It has been a productive learning with you. Talk to the next time. Once again, this is Teacher Jane, your radio teacher in philosophy.
For a student like you, distance learning poses many challenges. Learning all by yourself in this time of pandemic is not easy. But cheer up, young minds, for your learning buddies are here to make learning outcomes rewarding for you. Dare to discover, learn, and be more competent as we sail together in the world of education. Join us in refining your skills to reach your full potentials as a learner here at Learning Today. What's your learning today? Aha! Monitor your learning today. Flambeau Radio.
Flambeau Radio.
Sparks knowledge, ignites skills, sphere of flame that forges learning.
Flambeau Radio.
99.9 megahertz in your radio dial. You are tuned in to Flambeau Radio, the campus radio of the Isabela School of Arts and Trades, the prime mover of TechVoc education in the Cagayan Valley region. Now connecting to the community via sound waves to expand its reach to the 21st century learners.
Flambeau Radio
is a channel that broadcasts lessons of the Department of Education to enrich teaching and learning process, hoisting the flagship of enduring education, believing that our future rests on the hands of our youth. Flambeau Radio.
Flambeau Radio, at your service in education.